went back in time to kill the evil from the future. Estelle Hadatha El-Rath, shocked, said, Dunaskais, you are a wanted criminal who has committed all kinds of terrorist acts across the continent. Dunaskais replied, Hey, I am honored that you recognize me. Then, do you recognize this too? Estelle Hadatha El-Rath said, What? Wait, that is, the Holy Grail. Why would a terrorist like you have it? Dunskay said, The Holy Grail? Ah, right. That is what people call it. The Golden Archmage Tower Master Adrian held the delicate hands of Estelle Hadatha El-Rath and said, That is enough chit-chat. Pour the divine blood into the undri. Ibrake Estelle Hadatha El-Rath, shocked and confused, said, What? Stop! What are you trying to do? As blood dripped into the undri, the Golden Archmage Tower Master Adrian said, There are many uses for your blood. For example, resurrecting an ancient giant that disappeared in ages long past. Resurrecting an ancient giant that disappeared in ages long past. At the seas, the mages shouted, Lightning and waves, this is Elder Blaine, such amazing magic! Whoa! Elder Blaine muttered to himself, I missed the timing to speak up. I did not do any of this. At the Association Situation Room, Aaron Danua said, Such a wave is not natural. We should assume that the Mage Tower can control the sky and the ocean. Master Guardian said, Danua, but we cannot simply give up. Aaron Danua replied, That is not what I meant. A spell great enough to cause waves and lightning like that should require a magic circle. We just need to destroy it. Right, Clara? Professor Josephine Clara fixed her glasses and said, Yes, I have seen something similar during the Witch Revolution. Ahem. Master Guardian said, If the Witch of Space says so. Corin Lach thought to himself, Madame Josephine is a historical figure, never doubted. Professor Josephine Clara whispered to herself, Corin, coming up with the idea to cause a natural disaster. She began sweating. Corin Lach thought, she is lying. The pirate said, But how are we supposed to destroy it? The bald man added, Who would participate in a mission so dangerous in the first place? Ahem. Aaron Danua said, I have an idea. The pirate asked, What is it? Aaron Danua replied, A select few people will be put to the task. Corin Lach said, Right? We are going to save the Saintess. It will only lead to more loss of life if too many go. It should be a select few destroying it from the inside out. Mariette Dunalev said, Aha, that is why you caused those natural disasters. Warren groaned, Ugh. I do not even want to think about that loud music. Aaron Danua chuckled, Hoo-hoo, fooling the royals. Professor Josephine Clara teased, You were afraid of being caught, huh? Then she continued, But there is a problem with this plan. The Mage Tower thoroughly reinforced its security after losing the Witch War. There are all kinds of monsters surrounding the tower. Warren said, That is no problem. Mariette Dunalev raised her beautiful hands and said, Can we not just teleport? Professor Josephine Clara answered, That is the problem. I do not mean to boast, but the Mage Tower believes they lost because of space magic, so spatial magic cannot be used in the tower, nor anywhere on the island. You cannot enter the Mage Tower. Instead, you will be split into different places if you try. Mariette Dunalev said, Then what is this? There is a marker outside the barrier. Professor Josephine Clara said, The barrier is the forest, so we can weaken the ban and send one person in. But, honestly, I would rather pray that no one goes near that place. Mariette Dunalev said, Why? It seems perfect. It is far from the mages stationed on the beach, too. Professor Josephine Clara said, There is a reason no one is guarding that location. It is the most dangerous place on the island. Corin Lach said, I will be going. Professor Josephine Clara exclaimed, Eh? Mariette Dunalev said, Corin. Warren said, You. Mariette Dunalev and Warren both said, You are too weak. Corin Lach thought to himself, No, you all are just too strong. He wiped his sweat and said, I am definitely the weakest without the commandments. Then he opened his eyes, as Aaron Danua said, It is all right. Corin Lach, shocked and confused, turned to her. Aaron Danua said, My disciple, you can do it, right? Corin Lach looked at her silently. Then he smiled and said, Of course. A magic circle appeared. Professor Josephine Clara said, "Phew, you are all ready, right? We will be teleporting in 30 seconds. Alicia Arden saluted and said, "Do not worry about things here. Just be careful." Warren held Corin Locke's arm and said, "Corin." Corin Locke looked at her and replied, "Yeah?" Warren looked away, blushing, and said, "Do not get hurt." Corin Locke, confused, said, "Huh?" Warren stammered, "If you are hurt, I... Professor Josephine Clara shouted, 10 seconds! Get ready!" Warren tried to continue. I will." Mariette Dunalev said, "I will see you at the Mage Tower." "Corin, you have got the potatoes, right?" Corin Locke said, "I got them. See you there." Warren, confused, said, "K?" Corin Locke placed a hand on her head and said, "It will be fine. I will not get hurt. Thanks for worrying about me." Warren blushed. Suddenly, a bright light shone inside the camp. A few moments later, Corin Locke teleported into the banned forest. Corin Locke thought to himself, "This is a demonic realm created by the Green Magic faction. Countless spirits protect this place. Even parties with maximum level players struggle to survive here." A spirit, Huldra, who seduces those who invade the woods, appeared and said, "You are pretty handsome, but you are being kind of stupid. Hey, come here." Corin Locke said, "Whoa." Huldra touched Corin Locke's face. Corin Locke thought, "Most people are captured by the spirits and then ripped apart." Huldra said, "Come into my arms." As Huldra's arms suddenly passed through Corin Locke's face, she froze, shocked and confused. Corin Locke said casually, "Nice view, I have not gone hiking in so long." Huldra looked back, sweating, and exclaimed, "What?" Corin Locke said, "Let us see." Then he muttered to himself, "The Mage Tower conducts the most research and development in the field of magic. This forest is where all kinds of miracle medicines and rare ingredients are kept." As he looked down, his eyes brightened. "Oh, a mandrake!" Corin Locke thought, "There is a reason why there are so many demonic spirits here. Should I take this?" Behind him, Huldra grew furious, her voice echoing as the spirits shouted, "Die!" They unleashed their skills, Banshee's scream and Beovan Sith's seduction. Corin Locke thought, "That is because they are kind of guardian." Smoke blanketed the forest. Corin Locke raised his hand and said, "Pass!" Huldra gasped, trembling as sweat rolled down her cheek. Corin Locke thought, "But so what?" He marched forward without hesitation. Corin Locke said to himself, "I cannot detect spirits. My oath restricts me in exchange for a 50% increase in damage effect. It is basically a kind of debuff." A system notification appeared. "You are unable to detect spirits." Corin Locke continued, "But nothing has changed since my first meeting with Sabantia Duke. Because of my lack of affinity for souls, I also cannot take damage from them. In conclusion," he opened his pouch. As he rummaged through the herbs and plants, his grin widened. "Kwah! Ha ha! This place is heaven for me." A series of system notifications appeared. "You have consumed Azrate sparkling water. Aura has increased. Mana has increased. Maximum aura increased by 2,000. Maximum mana increased by 1,500. You have consumed the honey of imprisonment. Poison resistance has increased. You have consumed the nest of the blood swallow, an artificial nest. Obtained skill, swallow senses. Swallows senses. Feel the wind on your skin and become sensitive to threat." Status update. Corin Locke, Hero Aura rank, 13,130. Upper middle mana rank, Aura Wano rank. Abilities. Persistent Warriors Regeneration Pain Tolerance, Domain Comprehension, Superhuman Strength Rune Amplification Swallows Senses, New. Stats, Strength, 233 Agility, 165 Stamina, 160 Aura, 174 Mana, 174. Corin Locke muttered, "I am as strong as Lunia before she became a vampire." Then his eyes widened in shock. "What?" A system notification appeared. Special grade spirit detected. Field boss, Spirit King. Corin Locke, confused, shouted, "What?" The Spirit King's eyes locked onto him. Without hesitation, Corin Locke charged forward and roared, "Why did you appear now, Spirit King? Anyway, I have to win, then I can get the treasure, with a 1.5% drop rate." Corin Locke thought to himself, "Miracle herbs, grown by Elder Drarian, head of the Green Magic faction. Ye heroic legend of Arhan greater than the 3 miracle herbs. A system notification appeared, item acquired. Goryo ginseng. Korin Lok caught the glowing root and said to himself, I will take this. I will put this here in return. Give and take. Ha ha! He dashed through the forest like a madman. That is how life should be, he said to himself with a grin. Mariette Dunalef appeared and said, Take these. Korin Lok blinked. These are... Mariette Dunalef smiled. Potatoes, made with the ability I got from Dan and Angus. Hey! A system notification appeared. Skill. Maha's Curse. A skill to create cursed crops. Men within the area of these crops will experience a special sensation for 9 days. The key phrase blinked, will experience a special sensation for 9 days. Korin Lok smirked. Oh, a pretty nice gift. Grow big and strong. Koo-ha-ha. The evil spirits of the forest trembled in fear, their cries echoing through the mist. Korin Lok said to himself, Before those potatoes sprout, I need to finish up here and book it. Thanks for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who took the time to watch this video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. If you enjoyed what you saw, consider sharing my videos or channel with your friends who might also enjoy it. Your support means the world to me and helps my channel grow. Let's keep this community thriving together. Until next time, see you in the next video.